to do a video to help people understand why Valor Ministries has morphed into ValorExcel. That is a question that I get no matter where I go. So many people just don't understand. Well, guess what? Sometimes things just don't make sense, but you go with what you know. So here's what's happening. In about 2021, in the end of the summer, early fall, we began to realize that a lot of things were changing at Valor, in our crisis intervention program specifically. When our numbers started going down, we were like, what's going on? You know, we've always had to worry about money because we're a small nonprofit. If you're a nonprofit, you're always worried about money. But we never, ever, ever had to worry about people because people were coming to see us left and right. But because of COVID, a lot of other nonprofits had a tremendous amount of money and they were giving out so much money that people really didn't need our services anymore. But you know who did? Nonprofits, small businesses, and churches. They really needed our help because they had seen over the years how we were able to do things on a dime and how we were able to get through crisis. And a lot of times they didn't understand how we could do that, but we did. We knew, and that was because we put our faith and our hope and our trust in God, and He was our sole provider. So once again, we started looking to Him for answers. And we said, okay, Lord, we know You're leading us in a new direction, but we don't know where that's going to go. So one day we just said, you know what? You know what is working? These people coming to us and asking us for help that own these organizations or are part of organizations. And opportunities began to open up for us, one of which was to partner with E.M. Tobias Family Center to run a new business suite. And we decided to move into that location, honestly, to reduce overhead. Because again, if you're getting rid of people and costs are rising, you have to do something, right? So we just decided to follow that open door. And guess what? As soon as we did, amazing things started happening because we had so many people contacting us and asking us to start assisting them. And so now through ValorExcel, we're trying to help people that are actually leaders in different organizations achieve success. The same success principles that worked for individuals, helping them reach success or stability or whatever, a thriving life as we used to call it, those same principles work for business owners. And I truly believe, hear my heart on this. I've really been struggling with why God allowed us to stop doing what we were doing so well, because we were known in the county for doing this so well. We were raised up as a standard for other organizations to follow. And I thought, God, why are you allowing this to happen? But then I heard Him speak to my heart, and I thought to myself, this makes so much sense. Because of COVID, so many small businesses, churches, and nonprofits struggled. And they didn't know how to respond because they were never in that position before. And we see that those same situations keep going. You've got inflation, you've got instability in the economy, you've got conflicts throughout the world. And those are affecting businesses. These people need help just as much as the low-income people that we served in earlier years needed help. These people need help today. And so we're just so thankful that God said, you know what, we're going to let you be part of that. We're going to let you help the people that need you the most in this new season.
Well, we here at Valor, we like to help people through from crisis to thriving, and through personal coaching, we get to be like a friend that walks with them and helps them figure things out. And it can encompass all kinds of different emotional, spiritual, and even physical needs, like figuring out budgeting and things like that, and how to rent, where to go, what the cost of renting is, and those kind of things that we teach through classes. And we have all kinds of classes that we do, and we take these classes and we reach out to other organizations such as the Daily Reporting Center with the Washington County Sheriff's Department, where we talk to people who are in an alternative sentencing program and to help and teach them these things. Also, we go to CASA and talk to them, and especially teach them about boundaries and moving past their crisis.
I chose to come to Valor because I was seeking something to fulfill a certain purpose in my life. And I had known Lori Riston for maybe a year or so before I actually got hooked up with Valor. And I learned that I could have opportunities to be able to coach people, mainly coaching them from experiences I've had in my life, and the Lord brought me through, and also meeting other people who had had these same struggles. So this has opened the doors for opportunities for me to be able to minister to people in a coaching aspect, and it's actually teaching me quite a bit too. So I am very grateful for these opportunities to be able to volunteer at Valor, and it's very fulfilling for me. I appreciate it.
Now, one of the interesting byproducts of the years that we operated as the Valor Crisis and Training Center is that we got really good at creative problem solving, which you have to do when you're a small nonprofit. So one of the goals of ValorExcel is to help share that with other organizations so that they can avoid pitfalls that they otherwise may not be aware of. And one of the key deficits in many small organizations comes to staff training. I always say that it's very dangerous to build your organization on your people rather than on the knowledge that they possess, because if you build it on the people, at some point someone will no longer be there, and then suddenly you have a gaping hole in your operations. So we can really assist organizations with operations analysis and process documentation, which can be everything from flow charts to step-by-step written procedures. But we take it a step further with developing video modules for training. We can do real-time screen capture to help trainings for employees learning anything from Microsoft applications to proprietary software. It's an extra safeguard for ensuring that that knowledge base is always intact. We can also assist with the development of podcasts, YouTube channels, and anything that involves conveying the message of the organization for an outsider to see and understand in a way that really resonates with them.
And so ValorExcel is expanding, it's growing, it's impacting people in ways we never imagined. And we're just so very excited, but we wanted you to understand. We wanted you to see our hearts in this, because honestly, we have never done anything knowing the whole details. From day one, we've always operated in faith. And this is a faith journey for us as it is for you. Those who may want to know more about us to get involved, or those that may want to know more about us so that they can utilize the services that we have. Whatever that might be, we just know that we're here to help, we want to help, and we're going to do everything we can to help you move from crisis to thriving.